hard to wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kinda feel like it's just taking too long to get the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience, cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I know that sometimes I just need to slow down and trust that you are working all of this out. You know the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience, cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience, cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait, cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. Still working on me.
Good morning, CCCH kids and moms and dads. It is Pastor Dan here in the Kids Work Studio, and I'm so excited because it is March. Spring is almost here, and we're so excited that you are joining us for March. We have some exciting things coming up in person very, very soon. So make sure you watch our whole video. Moms and dads, make sure you stick around at the very end because we have some things we want to talk to you about for our return, hopefully, to in-person kids ministry here in the Kids Work Studio and in our preschool wing. Well, for March, we have two brand new series for our students. We have our preschool video and we have our elementary video. Right now, we're so excited because we are starting a brand new series for our preschoolers all about this amazing race that we're on called Start Your Engines. We're going to spend the month talking about the race we're on with Jesus. And Jesus tells us to go, doesn't he? He tells us to go, 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 and make disciples and love others. So together, we're going to go and get in our race cars and go on a special journey together as we learn about what Jesus has to say to us about going and being his disciples. For our first to fourth graders, our elementary kids, we're going to be doing a baking show. We're going to have a fun time together with a great bake-off. We're going to be spending time talking about this idea of patience. I don't know about you, but in my house, my wife and my kids, we love to cook. We love to bake. I love cookies and pies and cakes. But one thing we've learned at our house, maybe you've learned at your house, is it takes patience when you bake. You have to wait patiently for all those goodies. This month, we're going to talk about this idea of patience and what God has to teach us about waiting patiently for him and learning how to be patient for the good stuff, the delicious stuff, the sweet stuff that Jesus has for us. So hopefully you are ready for a great morning together. We have great lessons, great worship. We have some great things coming up right now. So why don't you join us in one more song before we get into our special memory verses and our lesson. So why don't you stand back up and get ready, because here we go.
Every time I'm feeling down, you pick me up. Sing, oh, oh. And when my heart is feeling emptied out, you fill my cup. Sing it out now. Oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. Yeah! T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Here we go, verse 2. I'm grateful for the way you've been a friend to me. Sing, oh, oh. And even in the deepest, darkest night, you help me see. Sing it out now. Oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. For the joy that you give to me, for the way that you made me free, for my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat of my heart, for everything you are. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. Thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. For the joy that you give to me, for the way that you made me free, for my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat of my heart, for everything you are. I just wanna say.
Hey, CCC Elementary students, welcome back. Pastor Dan here in Kids Work Studio, and we're starting up for our baking show. For the next couple weeks, we're gonna have a bake-off show for our lessons. We're gonna be talking about this idea of patience. What I've learned a lot about baking is you have to have some patience when it comes to making things, but also when it comes to the actual baking part. One of the favorite shows that my family loves to watch is the Kids Baking Challenge. Have any of you watched the Kids Baking Challenge? It's kids your age going and competing against each other to make amazing, awesome desserts. It is so much fun. I absolutely love that show. Well, next couple weeks, we're going to talk about this idea of using our skills and our abilities, but also our patience for God. Today, we're going to talk from a great lesson about a guy who waited very patiently for Jesus. He heard the stories, he knew the truths, but then he had to wait patiently on God to reveal, finally, the person of Jesus Christ. That's what I want to think about this morning as we get into our lesson. I think you're going to love the lesson, and we'll talk afterwards about our key verse and a little more about this idea of baking up some patience.
Bon appetit, everyone. My name is Graham. I'm dressed like this because I want to know what it feels like to be a real chef. I want to be able to bake a cake that's as tall as me. I want to make chocolate chip cookies that are so gooey the chocolate stretches a full 6 feet. I want to understand what fondant is. Fondant? Fondant? I want to be able to say the word fondant. But like most things in life, becoming a real chef takes time. It takes patience. Patience is waiting until later for what you want now. And I know a thing or two about patience. I signed up for a baking class 6 weeks ago that wasn't supposed to start until today. So I have to wait. And today I found out that the class has been postponed for another 2 weeks because our teacher is sick. It looks like she's going to be okay, but still, I have to wait some more. So now I'm wondering, what if I never get to go to class? What if it gets postponed again and again and again? What if it stays this way forever? The longer I have to wait, the harder it gets. If only there was some way to make the waiting not feel so hard. Maybe there is a way. In today's story, we'll learn about a guy named Simeon who had to wait a long time for God to keep his promise. But Simeon didn't have to wait alone. So, I guess I'll see you soon. I'll just wait here. Oh man, I could really go for one of those gooey chocolate chip cookies right about now. Chocolate.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 2, verses 25 through 35.
The birth of Jesus was unusual in many ways. He entered the world in a shelter with the animals and was celebrated by an entire host of angels.
Glory to God in the highest.
But Mary and Joseph cared for Jesus as with any child. When he was about 6 weeks old, they prepared to present him to the Lord at the temple.
The law says we must offer a sacrifice of 2 pigeons.
Or doves. How is he 6 weeks old already?
But as Mary and Joseph set out for Jerusalem with their firstborn son, someone was already waiting for them. A man named Simeon, and their stories were about to collide. Simeon had grown up in Jerusalem, faithfully worshiping God. He prayed daily.
Lord, help me understand your law. Help me serve you with my whole life.
Simeon would have studied the scriptures, words from the prophets from hundreds of years before.
The people who are now living in darkness will see a great light. They are now living in a very dark land, but a light will shine on them. What light, Lord?
Over the years, Simeon continued to pray, to worship, and to seek God in the temple. God's Holy Spirit was with him. And one day, the Spirit made Simeon a promise.
You will not die before you see the Lord's Messiah.
Me? With my own eyes? Thank you, Lord.
Simeon believed the promise and waited in joyful expectation.
Will it be today, Lord?
Simeon waited some more.
Will it be this year, Lord?
And then he waited still more.
How about this decade?
We aren't quite sure how long Simeon had to wait, but when his hair turned snow white, he was still waiting.
Soon, Lord.
Today, at last, Simeon received a new response.
The temple courtyard? I'm on my way. Where's my cloak? My walking stick?
God's Spirit led Simeon straight up to the Temple Mount and into the courtyard. Simeon stood in the center of the courtyard, allowing the voices to wash around him. He wasn't quite sure what he was looking for, but he knew God would reveal it to him.
A baby?
Simeon turned quickly to see a young couple nearby. The man carried a pair of doves in a small cage, the usual sacrifice after a child was born. The woman cradled a tiny baby in her arms.
Joseph, where do we go?
Excuse me.
Both the man and the woman looked up quickly.
May I hold the child?
Well, all right, yes.
Simeon took the child gently into his arms. In the eyes of this infant, he saw the face of God, the rescuer, God's promised Messiah.
His name is Jesus.
Overwhelmed, Simeon turned his gaze toward heaven.
Lord, you are the king over all. Now let me, your servant, go in peace. That is what you promised. My eyes have seen your salvation. You have prepared it in the sight of all nations. It is a light to be given to the Gentiles. It will be the glory of your people, Israel.
Mary and Joseph stared in amazement.
We knew he was special.
Simeon looked down at the child, then glanced up at Mary and Joseph again.
May the Lord bless you both.
Gently, Simeon returned Jesus to his mother's arms. After a lifetime of waiting, Simeon was overjoyed to see the fulfillment of the promise God had given him so long ago.
We don't know for sure how long Simeon had to wait before he got to see Jesus, but it's possible he had to wait for years. We usually don't have to wait years for something to happen, but sometimes when we're waiting, it can feel like years. Sometimes it can feel like forever. Like when you're waiting for your birthday or Christmas, or when you're waiting to feel better while you're sick. I know it's hard to wait, but here's the good news. You don't have to wait alone. God is with you. He knows what you're going through. He knows what the whole world is going through, and He knows how it will all turn out. So talk to God. Put your trust in Him. He's going to be with you through everything. In fact, God will be with you forever. So, that's the one thing to remember today. When you have to wait, remember God is with you. I still have to wait for my first baking class. Maybe it'll happen in 2 weeks, maybe longer. But no matter what, I won't be waiting alone. God will be with me. I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have some gooey chocolate chip cookies for us to try by then. I wonder if the goo will stretch from me to you. I can't wait to find out. See you then.
That a great story. Usually we hear the story of Simeon during the Christmas season, but I think it's such a powerful truth for us today. It's such a great story for us to learn about this idea of waiting patiently on the Lord. Our key verse for this month is Psalms 27:14. It says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong, take heart, wait for the Lord." The psalmist talks to us and says, we need to learn how to be patient and wait. That's a kind of a hard thing for us, isn't it? In our world where so many things are just instantaneous, it's hard to wait patiently on things. I don't know about your house, but my house, we have a microwave, so we can make up a quick mug muffin. You ever have a mug muffin? I love mug muffins. You just dump a little bit of the ingredients inside your mug, stir up really quick, pop it in your microwave, and it comes out within a couple minutes. But what I love more is when my wife makes homemade muffins in the oven. She makes and mixes the ingredients, puts them in the oven, and then we wait patiently for 20 minutes to a half hour until those muffins come out. And what I discovered is those muffins are so much better. They taste better, they feel better, they are much, much better than my quick little mug muffin that I try to make in the microwave. The same thing when it comes to our faith and our belief. We need to wait patiently on Jesus for what He's going to do in our life, but also how He's going to show up. So the psalmist talked to us and said, wait for the Lord, be strong, take heart. It takes some strength and it takes some heart to be patient. So hopefully this week, as you wait patiently, you'll learn some patience, that you also learn how to be strong, and you also have a great heart for God. As I said, the next week is going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to spend some time talking about this idea of baking. We're going to eat some baked goods. I'm going to show off some of my baking skills, maybe, and it's just going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have one more song, and then we're going to wrap up with your mom and dad. So make sure your mom and dad stick around for a couple minutes because we want to talk to you about our plans and our hopes as we hopefully come back in person here in CCCH Kids Work Studio.
Sometimes it's hard to wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kind of feel like it's just taking too long to get the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I know that sometimes I just need to slow down and trust that you are working all of this out. You know the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. Still working on me.
Hey moms and dads, Pastor Dan here. I'm so excited that we've had a great time together this month in our 2 brand new lesson series. What we're doing right now is we want to make sure that you are aware that we're praying and planning for a reopening of our kids ministry. We want to come back in person in limited numbers safely very soon. We're trying to put all the pieces together, but what we need is we need your help, parents. We need your help in 2 big ways. Pastor Kyle has put together a great survey, just a simple, quick survey to help us find out where you're at as a family with your safety, with your health, where you're at with your education, and also find out where you are in your comfort level in returning. So we need you to fill out that survey. We have a great bunch of you that have already done that. Please talk to your friends, talk to your family members, make sure they get on and let us know where they're at with the reopening and when they would like us to reopen. The big thing, the second part of this, is we need your help. In order for us to reopen safely and in a great way, we need parents to get involved in what we're doing. As the family pastor, I want to emphasize to you that we want families to minister to other families. In order for us to do this, we need to come together and share the responsibilities of what God's given us. God's given us an amazing calling, an amazing opportunity, an amazing building here at CCCH. We want to reopen this space for your kids, but other people's kids as well. We need you to be willing to step in, maybe once a month, twice a month, just to help out our amazing group of teachers. Because of COVID, we have more things that need to happen in order for us to open. And we can only do that if you are willing as parents to help us out. Thank you so very much for tuning in every Sunday morning to our great lessons. As always, check out our website for these videos and also for our downloads that go along with our videos. We have a great set of resources that we give out for parents, for kids, and even for your whole family. Thank you so very much for supporting us, for welcoming my family to your family, and I love being a part of CCCH. We hope to see you in person very, very soon.